Hi, I'm Matt Clark. Welcome to the Amazing Selling Machine, where you're going to learn how to build a real business leveraging the incredible power of the world's largest online retailer, Amazon. You're not just going to build an income stream, though. You're going to build a business that can change your life and last for years or even decades to come. I'm here to deliver results for you. In the next 8 weeks, you and I are going to work together to help build a rapidly profitable and long-lasting business for you. I thank you for letting me work with you. I want to start off by telling you that you and I have a lot in common. A little over 4 years ago, I started off knowing nothing about selling online. I wasn't a programmer, not a tech person, didn't have any extra money, and was really just working a full-time job trying to make ends meet. But I was sick of working for other people at jobs I had no interest in. And so I just dove in, signing up for online courses, going to live events, and spending tens of thousands of dollars learning everything I could to build and grow my own profitable online business. So no matter where you're starting from or what your background is, trust me, you can do this. I've helped thousands of people get up and selling with real product businesses online. People of all ages, from all over the world, including people from Canada, from Australia, New Zealand, China, India, Trinidad and Tobago, you name it. Some now selling multiple millions a year on Amazon. From helping those people and from my own experience, I've learned exactly what it takes to be successful with this business and how to rapidly get results. This course is divided up into 8 modules, each containing multiple lessons. The most important thing is to go through each lesson in every module and apply what you learn. Don't try to go through the entire course, then take some action. This course is designed to be a live workshop, meaning you should be learning and doing simultaneously. Out of the thousands of people I've helped, the people that have achieved the greatest levels of success have implemented what they were learning along the way. You see, information is nice, but it's only action that will get you results. I'm excited for you, and I look forward to watching you build and grow your business. Hey everybody, Matt Clark here. So by now you've watched the welcome video, and we're excited to have you in our community. You know, we wanted to do something that we've really never done before. We know you just joined, there's a lot of questions in your head, you're figuring out how to use this whole membership, you're waiting for Module 1 to get released. And you've seen a lot of the people in the videos, the free videos we've released that got you into here, that showed a lot of the people that have been extremely successful with this business. Well, we've invited some of the ones that you've seen to this call. Really, the entire purpose of this video is to give you some advice from people that have been in your exact same shoes and have gotten to massive results, and hopefully the same results that you'll achieve yourself. So they're going to give you their piece of advice for you being in your shoes right now, having just joined, waiting for Module 1 to be released. So they're going to give you some advice on what they think you should be doing now, thinking about now, or how you may use the training to really increase your level of success and how fast you achieve success. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's first hear from John Gill. You want to go for it, John?
Hey, Matt. Great to see you, and thank you so much for the opportunity to get to say hello to the people who have kind of taken that leap of faith as I did. I think, you know, for me, the best advice that I could give to somebody that's new is it's kind of the advice that I followed myself. And for those who've been in this business and see this video, you know, I'll sound like a broken record. But for me coming into this, I had zero experience. I mean, I'm not an internet marketing guy. I don't know anything about it. I'm still trying to figure out what SEO means. So, I mean, really a super novice. And at first, that was very, very intimidating to me, because I really kind of thought I had this preconceived notion that I had to know something about internet marketing if I was really going to excel in this business. But what I learned is, and it kind of was, at first to me, it was, I feared it was a disadvantage, but what I learned is it was actually an advantage. So because I didn't know anything, because I didn't have any experience, I was forced to follow the system. And the system that you and Jason have created has been amazing. I mean, it's the best course that I've ever taken. I was one of those guys that went out there and spent tons of money buying everything, you know, from, you know, how to sell real estate, no money down, to internet market. I mean, nothing worked for me. And this thing worked out of the gate. And for me, why it worked is because I didn't have that experience. I was forced to follow the system that you guys created. I didn't vary from that. I didn't put my own spin on it. I didn't put my own background or experience and say, well, that's great, but let me tweak it a little bit and do it this way. I followed it to a T. And because of that, the results happened. And it's been incredibly amazing for me. I mean, right now, while this video is going on, I'm sitting in China. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm here at the Canton Fair. I mean, a year ago, I would have never imagined that I'd be, in China, going to the and for those who don't know, the Canton Fairs is probably one of the largest trade shows in the world. And I was able to walk the floor and find some incredible products that I know I'll be able to make a ton of dough on. But none of that would have happened if it wasn't for this opportunity. And I think the other thing too is that a great piece of advice that I could give is to take action. There are times that I think that we can become our own worst enemies, and because of that, because of fear, intimidation, can I do this? Do I have what it takes? We don't take action. And if you follow the system and you take action immediately, it will work for you. It absolutely will. I mean, and again, I think I need to have a private talk with you and Jason, because I'm starting to figure out that this, using me as one of the poster children of ASM, at first I thought it was a compliment, but now I'm trying to, I'm seeing it as, well, that they're showing me, wow, if this guy can do it, then any guy can do it, or any gal can do it. So I don't know if it's such a compliment anymore, but it's true. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Again, I followed the system. The system, you guys spent a lot of time and put an amazing system together, and just believe in yourself. Have that. Obviously, if you're at this point and you've joined and you've made that investment, you have a dream, you have a desire. Keep that in front of you and focus on that, and that'll get you through the hard times. Because if you do that, and you follow through and you do take action, this can change your life, because it has changed mine massively. The things that I've been able to accomplish, the money that I've made, the money that I'm on track to make is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that this can happen. So again, best advice I could give to those is to follow the system, don't deviate, and if you don't get it while you're going through, watch the videos again and again. I'm one of those guys that are a little thick. I'm not really quick on the uptake, and most videos I probably, no exaggeration, watched 10 times. I watched them over and over and over until it finally sunk in and I got it. And if that's what it takes, do it, because your dream is worth it. Your family's, the things that you're trying to accomplish for yourself, for your family, or whatever reason you're doing it, it's so worth it. So that's all I have to say. And again, I really appreciate this opportunity. I wish all of you the best of luck. I wish you the same success that I've had and the other people that are going to be speaking, because this can change your life. It did for me, and I hope it does for you too. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, John. So Charles, I guess you're next.
All right. Well, hey, thanks guys for having me on here. Dr. Charles Livingston, and I started with Jason and Matt when they first launched ASM, and I got to say that I'm a little bit different background than John. I've been running successful online businesses for a couple years, and I saw ASM, and it's something that I was interested in just because I wanted to do physical products. I saw the trend and how, like internet marketing, how everything was kind of trending more towards physical products. And with that being said, I went ahead and jumped on. I had a bunch of other stuff on my plate. I decided to put some focus on this, and I paid the $3,500, and I was like, I'm going to see this all the way through to the end. And I'm sure, just like a lot of you, I bought a lot of courses that I didn't take all the way to the end. But I said, I'm for sure going to do this to the end. And because of that, I did it all the way to the end. I will admit I didn't put 100% focus in it, but despite that, I was able to create a full-time income with that and some really good money. So with that being said, kudos to Matt and Jason for creating an amazing system that anybody can follow. My advice, especially with this, these guys have created such a tribe of people that you can literally go to the Facebook group and ask a question, and within 15 minutes have it answered by multiple people. And that is phenomenal. And when online marketing, we always talk about speed to money. And the faster you can break through your barriers to entry, the faster you can make money online. And for this, use your resources and utilize the people around you. Go to the ASM event, the live event. You will meet people that you'll have to make friends for a lifetime who are going through the same exact things that you are. And because of that, you guys can learn and grow together and help each other out, push each other through those barriers of entry, and be able to have a successful business much faster. And you'll be able to quit your job, have the extra money that you need, or just create your new life just because of that. And you'll have a lifetime friend that you'll be able to follow into this new future.
Awesome.
Phenomenal.
Cool, cool. Thank you. So we're going to skip Jason and go to Mary Kay.
Well, hi. Thanks, Matt and Jason, for having me on. And hello, everybody, and I want to give you a big welcome to the course. If you're like me, my heart was pounding when I, asked people to borrow that money in the very beginning. I honestly didn't have it. My background is I pretty much worked for my church my whole life, and then later on in life I was working a job, but I had a dream that I could do better and that I would be able to make money online leveraging the internet. And long story short, I just took 4 years of failing. I would work during the day and fail at night to the point where I drove myself into the ground. And one day the doc said, I had this Meniere's disease thing, and I couldn't work and I couldn't drive. So that pretty much ended my activity. And first January of 2013, I was out of the game, and in March, I found this course, and I had been also researching how to fix my own self, which I did. I won't bore you with those details, but I'm 100% better now. But I found this course, and I asked 4 people for the money. The first 3 said no. I didn't have the money at the time, nor a job, but the 4th one said yes, and I dove into this. And I'm so glad I did, because what happened was I did exactly what Matt and Jason said to do. Like John, he said he's, not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. Well, he didn't say exactly that, but, that's me too. I'm not an internet marketer. I wasted money, big time. And one time I spent $5,000 just to have a guru look at my website. I know you're thinking this girl's an idiot. Well, I wouldn't blame you, but I did this, and literally in 6 months after launching my product, I launched it in June, and by December I could leave my job. Okay, and I bought a house. So if that isn't success, I don't know what is. And in October, when Matt and Jason said the course was coming out again, I started being Mrs. Ballistic, telling my friends about it, and 4 of those took the course in October, launched in January 1st their product, and by March they had left their jobs. So there's 4 people, plus me, 5 of us are no longer employees. So it speaks volumes for this program, and I could talk an hour, but I know they would shut me off. But I could tell you how much the support is. It's fabulous. The course is fabulous. It's easy to follow. And the best advice I can give you before I get taken off stage is do exactly what Matt and Jason say to do. That's what I did. I listened to the video. I watched the video many times. And I went and did it. If Matt says, go do this now, then you just go do this now. Because in 5 weeks, man, you could be up and running on Amazon. Now, it took me 3 months to get up and running on Amazon, but, like I said, I'm not the fastest one around the internet. So, but I think you all could do it even faster than me. So that would be my best advice. Just do what they say. Okay?
Cool.
And you'll do very, very well. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Mike, you ready to go? Got yourself unmuted?
All right. Okay. So thanks, everyone. Hello and welcome to the program. And first off, I just have to thank Jason and Matt again for everything, and not just them too, but everyone who's on this call right now that I can see at the bottom of the screen, because everyone here has already changed my life. And as I look at them, it's amazing what I see. I see a policeman, a doctor, a grandma, a good friend, and then 2 guys that I think of as educators, not marketers, because they're some of the best educators I've ever met. So if you think that you can't do this course, that you're not an internet marketing genius, that should tell you right there, you don't have to be. You can come from any walk of life, and you can follow the course and be incredibly successful like everyone here. So I'm going to give you two pieces of advice that have really stuck with me for the past year. The first one is embrace this life-changing decision you've already made. You've invested in yourself, so you're already on your way there. And as I think back to the past 12 months, some of the best times for me and the best feelings that I had, they were not just when I started seeing the sales come in and the money that I was making. It was right from the moment that I took the course and I saw the potential. I immediately felt more successful. I felt happier. I felt like my entire outlook on life was looking upwards, and it was. And I encourage each one of you to keep that in mind, and already from this point forward, think about what you've already done to change your life, and start thinking about the future, what you're going to be able to do for yourself, for your family, for others, because all those things are possible now. You've made a decision, you're getting ready to take action, and your life has already changed. And it's just an amazing feeling to feel that way and think about it and look at your future, because it's looking bright, it's looking up. I can tell you that from someone who's been there and done it. Start feeling that and start imagining what your life's going to be like, and then that'll help you lead and guide yourself to that point where you want to be. Just really embrace that. The second thing that I will say is that for those of you out there who have a spouse or a partner or a family or kids, if possible, bring them into this with you. Talk to them about the program. Let them know how excited you are. Let them know not what it might do for your situation, your family. Let them know what it is going to do. I myself have 2 young kids and a wife and a brother and family that I've kind of let them know what I was doing all along, and it has been wonderful to have their support and their thoughts and their ideas and their contributions. For those of you who have kids, they love talking about ideas. They may have some really crazy, wacky ideas, but every once in a while they have one of those that you think of like, wow, I never would have thought of that, and that just might work. So it really gets the creative juices going. You're going to be spending time, probably if you're like me, you had a job where you're working during the days and you're trying to do this in the evenings, weekends, you'll be spending a lot of time doing the course. So you want to really maximize your family time and your own personal time. So bring them into it. Talk to them about it. Get them excited about it. It'll help everything going forward for yourself and for your relationships, and it'll really make you feel like you're already being successful and your family's already seeing the benefits of it. So that's my advice. I wish you all the best of luck. You don't need luck. You just need to follow the course and embrace it, and I know that you're all going to be successful.
Cool. Great advice. Thanks, Mike. All right. Last but not least, Mr. Rich Henderson.
Okay, so welcome to the ASM family. There's a recurring theme here that if you're listening to what these guys are saying, they're all saying the same thing, and that is follow the course. So the first piece of advice is exactly the same as everyone else has been saying. Follow the course and take action. It's really critical. It works. And whether you are like John with no internet marketing experience, or you've been in it a long time like I have, don't think that because you've been in internet marketing a long time you know better. Because I can tell you by my own experience, you do not know better. Follow the course. It teaches you exactly how to do it. But my best advice for you all is treat this like a family. If you get stuck at any point and everything, you're all going to have small roadblocks along the way, then use the facilities you've got. We have an amazing group of mentors, which are volunteers, successful members that will help you out in the forum and in the Facebook group when you get access to that. They're going to be there for you. So if you've got any questions whatsoever, and don't think a question is a stupid question, just ask it. We're all there to help you. But even more amazing than the actual mentors themselves is the group of people that are in this course. I've been in internet marketing 9 years. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen people so willing to help other people that are doing exactly the same business as they are. So I stress again, if you get into any kind of problems, any kind of trouble, or just have a simple question, don't feel afraid to ask. There's an amazing group of people, an amazing group of mentors to help you out, and just ask. We'll be there to help. And that's it.
Right on. Rich, Mike, Mary Kay, Charles, John, thank you guys so very much. It's awesome having you guys here. You've been inspiring to Matt and I all along, too. Like, the willingness you guys all have to take time out of your day to help other members is just awesome. And thanks again for taking time right now to be able to share with new members to give them encouragement. And from my standpoint, the best advice I have, first of all, aligns perfectly with what everyone's saying. Follow what we set in front of you. Just do that. All you have to do is dedicate that for the first 8 weeks. Don't try to overcomplicate. Don't try to read ahead. Don't sit there start fretting about what ifs and what nots and all those other things. Focus on what we give you. We've been through this. We know this business. We're successful at this business, and we're teaching you how we're doing it. But we've also got the input from people like this who are, some of them even more successful than us at selling on Amazon. Because of what they've learned and because of how dedicated they are to it. Some of these people are making incredible monthly revenues, and they're sharing with you to help you get better as well. So follow the system, and if people like this that are succeeding are telling you that, really take that to heart and understand that. Go through the modules, and then as you go through each one of them, just stick with those for the first 8 weeks. And then once you have that successful product selling on Amazon, then you can start doing those other things that you think you want to try. But trust me, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't complicate things. Follow what we have set for you. But the big thing as well, too, is get involved. A lot of people don't like to, they think that there's a sense of competition where they don't want to be helping other people in the same industry. And believe me, everyone here, I'm sure, will vouch for that very strongly, is you want to get involved. I highly recommend that you get in the forum, you say hello, make sure you speak up in the community, but don't be afraid to ask questions. Never sit there and say, oh, I'm going to sound stupid. We've all been there. We all understand when you're learning something new, there's going to be questions. Make sure you ask questions under the videos for each individual lesson. If you can't get an answer, use the community area to ask the question. If you can't find the answer there, ask support. We're here to make sure that you're successful. That's what we want more than anything. So we will do anything we can to help you do that. Now, at the end of the day, however, you're responsible for taking action yourself. It's you that needs to do the work, not us. We're here to help you and provide you the direction. So the other thing I recommend, especially during this first week before the week 1 module 1 starts, is really look at your calendar and make sure you dedicate time every day to this. Clear away time that you're going to take serious and really dedicate it. Some of you might be stay-at-home people that can have a few extra hours every day. Others, like I was when I first started building a business online, is I had a full-time job, I had family, I had church responsibilities, I had all of these things, but I had to put my stake in the ground and say, look, I'm serious about this. And because I was serious about this, I put blocks of time that I dedicated and made sure I wasn't watching TV, I wasn't getting distracted, I didn't have, things like Facebook running. I was just focused on getting my business set up and following exactly what I wanted to do and dedicating time during that time period. And I would really encourage you to do that as well. Follow the system, make sure you take it really serious, dedicate time to it all the time, and I promise you, just as everyone here is, if you follow that system, really give it everything you have, you will see amazing success, and you will be so happy, and you will be one of those people saying this is one of the best decisions you've ever made.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, thanks a lot, Jason. And once again, thanks to everyone who's here. I mean, like Mike said, I mean, we are educators, and as educating, as teaching people that go through this course, it's great to hear people that come back to us with their success stories, and they're able to teach you. I mean, it's just a great sort of what they call closing the loop on this whole process. So we want to see you in the same exact shoes as the people that have joined us today. And the only big piece of advice that I want to give you right now that's not really already in the training, or these people haven't already covered, is just to try to move as fast as you possibly can. Because a lot of times, like if you get caught up in sort of overanalyzing things, often, like John said, it's often the people that know the most amount of stuff or have the most financial resources are the ones who end up taking the longest to do stuff, because they're sitting there, they have too many decisions that they can't make because there's a lot of options for them. Just follow what's in the course, like everyone said, and try to move as fast as you possibly can. You don't have to do something perfect. I think, I may be wrong, there may be 1 or 2 exceptions, but I believe Jason, myself, everyone on this call right now, the most successful product we've sold in terms of total dollar amount was not the first product we launched. But we never would have got to that product had that first one not been launched and not learned from that process. So learn as you go, move fast, and ultimately we'll see you in the next video.
Hi, I'm David from Oregon, and I'm really excited to be connecting with you right now through this testimonial because this program has seriously changed my life, and I'd like to tell you how and why. Before this program, for the last 10 years, my wife and I have been spiritual teachers. We have our own online business, and we've been doing it, but it's a lot of work. It's a small market, and I've been working probably 67 hours a week, 60 to 70 hours a week for a decade now, keeping this business alive and growing it as best we could, but it's been tough. It's a small market with a small niche teaching that we have, and also we're a nonprofit. I pay myself a small salary, and in all honesty, we've been in a townhouse for 10 years now, drive old cars. I'm 44, and I finally woke up one day and just said, I need a way to retire. I need a way that's going to be a supplement income that I can actually save for my retirement, put my daughter through college. And so I talked to my wife, and we agreed that it was never going to happen for us in our current business. I mean, after 10 years of hard work, we just made enough every year to pay the bills. So this is one of those kind of magical stories that literally about a week or two after my wife and I had this conversation, I get this email because I had been a part of an SEO program and through Traffic Kaboom, and I just somehow, they promoted this program, and it looked like the real thing to me. I mean, I've been around a lot of online marketing, but this one, they made some key points, that this was a real business with real physical products in a marketplace that had tremendous demand. Amazon, it was one of the biggest online marketplaces in the world, if not the biggest. And so everything just made sense. And so I jumped in full bore. I said, this is it. I'm going for this. And it's been incredible. I mean, really, really incredible. I started the program, I think, in May or June. And I followed everything to the T. I watched all the videos in like one day and came up with my huge to-do list of these are the action items I need to take. And I followed them, exactly as it was taught. And I launched my first product in July. So I think it had been about two and a half months since the moment I started the program. I can't remember exactly, but probably around the 2-month mark. And I did my first big product launch, and the rest was history. And what I mean by that is we had incredible success. There has been some huge challenges, but we had incredible success. And it's really changed our lives. Yeah, I mean, in terms of raw results, I'm almost, it's, in all honesty, I haven't hardly shared this with anyone, so I'm a little nervous to say, but it was beyond my wildest dreams, to be honest with you. Some of the numbers that were quoted of what was possible in selling on Amazon, I far exceeded. And to be honest with you, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've made since starting this, and it's just been life-changing. We've moved out of our townhouse. We bought our first house we've ever had together, my wife and I, in 15 years, and already putting money away for college, so we're just so excited. Things are going great. I have my second product up. It's doing really well. It's ranked number 5 in its category. And right now I'm just looking at scaling. I'm looking at physical distribution. I'm looking at, I'm really working on my brand and getting things, my registered trademarks done and websites built. And really, I see this now as a potential, not just as an Amazon business, but as a real, brick and mortar, retail, Amazon, online business. It's a company. It's turned into a company. I'm not just selling a product anymore. I'm actually building a company. It's really exciting. I've had such a good experience in this program because these guys have actually been through it. It wasn't theory that they learned from someone else and from some other course or program. Matt had gone through this and had years of experience, and so that's hard to find. It wasn't theoretical, and that's what's a little bit different with even information marketers. They don't know how to apply their teachings exactly to every single market. Well, Matt did. He had done this exact business model over and over and over again. So it was the experience that he could bring to it was just invaluable. And so with specific questions that I had along the way, they got answered from real experience, not theory. So that's what really made the difference for me, is that it was duplicatable. You know, he created a system he knew from his own experience that he could duplicate over and over and over again with people like me, and so it's been great. You know, if you're watching this video right now, all I can say is you're probably a pretty savvy person. You've probably tried a lot of other internet marketing type things, online sales. You've probably done a lot of different things, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're just starting out. But what I can tell you is that this isn't a fly-by-night idea. It's not a short-lived get-rich-quick scheme. I mean, Amazon is not only the biggest marketplace, it's continuing to grow and grow and become more and more dominant, and it's not going away. And they're branching out all over the place, and in fact, you know, they're even looking at trying to go out into retail distribution themselves. I mean, they're just going to continue to grow. So this is a marketplace that is really probably in its infancy if you really think about the potential, and it's just going to get stronger and stronger. So with this system in place, I really think that anybody, and I'm an anybody, I mean, you know, just a guy who'd never even tried to sell a physical product in his life like this and had no Amazon experience at all, just following this program and being willing to take the steps, I was able to create a business that's just thriving, you know, more than I could have ever imagined. I think anybody can do it. And it's something that's just not going to be a fly-by-night thing or get rich quick. It's something that's going to be, in terms of like just, you make money and then it's gone. Or you make money and then the market has moved on. That's what I mean by get rich quick. You can get rich pretty quick doing this, but the point is it's a long-term sustainable business model that's not going anywhere. So I think it's not only good for anybody, but it's good for everybody.
Well, for me, as I said, I think I started the course around about the start of May, and within a month I had already listed products and was starting. I think I got my first paycheck from Amazon right at the start of June. From that point, every month it's just gone up and up and up. As I've developed more products and I've listed more stuff on Amazon, as my brand has gotten better, as I've applied the marketing tools, you know, I've definitely seen a huge increase. You know, to the point right now where I'm making, you know, more than enough money that I would need to survive and to live on. I mean, I absolutely am doing, you know, a lot more than I could ever have thought would happen in 6 months. Having said that, I still see a bigger picture here. I mean, I'm shooting for, you know, 10 times where I am over the next 12 months, and I see that being very, very reasonable. I'm certainly making a lot more money than somebody who'd be just working a regular job, you know, just out of Amazon, selling on Amazon. And, you know, and as I said, you know, within the next 12 months, I'd be like to be 10 times where I am, and I don't see any reason why I won't be. Well, to me, a big part of who I am in my life is integrity. It's around, you know, being truthful. It's around not sensationalizing things, but actually being honest and open and saying exactly what to do and what not to do, and, you know, and not over promoting. And for me, I think the Amazon Money Machine course and Matt and Jason, you know, they don't do that. It's not all hype. There's actually substance to it. And, you know, not just my success, but I've met other members through this course as well. You know, I've had interactions, and there are a lot of people who are making a lot of money out of this course, and, you know, they're just doing it, and they've followed the teachings. There hasn't been anything that the average person couldn't do if they just followed the step-by-step and, you know, and did what they needed to do. And so that's one of the things that I think is the big plus for this course, is that the guys behind it do it themselves. I mean, I know personally that, you know, Matt and Jason are actually doing what they say they're doing. You know, they're making money on Amazon just like we are, and they're doing all the techniques that we're doing as well. And so that is a big part of, I believe, the success of this course, that it's not just somebody telling you what to do who doesn't do it themselves. They actually do this, and I've seen proof to that they really do this. It's not just BS. So. Well, for me, I I still believe, and I've said this a number of times, that the best way to hit it big on Amazon is to go the whole private labeling route. Create a product, look for a product, find a product you've got passion around, because no matter what the product is, even though we talk about the course, Matt talks about looking for the right opportunities, in my belief that if you actually do follow the steps and the teachings and so forth, just about any product that's selling well on Amazon, even if it's a competitive product, which my products are very competitive, I'm able to get in there and really compete with the big guys and have become a big guy myself. So if I was going to give some advice, private labeling, and buying stuff wholesale or whatever, it may take a little bit more capital at the start, and maybe a bit more risk. But you know what? In this, my belief is, go big or go home. That's the real way to make a lot of money on Amazon, is to go down that route of creating your own brand, creating your own products, and getting them on there and selling them on Amazon.
So my name is Duncan, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. I used to be an engineer, and I worked a desk job 9 to 5, just like everybody else. Then I started getting into internet marketing. I was doing that for about 2 years. So 2 years I was doing internet marketing, affiliate marketing, trying to build a business off of that. It was working pretty well for some time, but then there were a lot of changes. Started getting a lot of competition. The web started getting spammed, and Google started changing their algorithms, and just a lot of the methods that they taught started to not work as well. So that's when I kind of found Amazon Money Machine. So I was introduced to the world of Amazon and selling online. So one of the biggest takeaways from the whole course was that I found out that in order to be on Amazon, to be successful with this business model, was that you can just start pretty much at any time and anywhere. Because previously the conception was that you had to be a big business. You had to have a lot of finances in order to start this business. You had to have a lot of backing, and you had to have a structure already in place in order to become a seller on Amazon. I found out that that wasn't really true. And the result was that they showed me, this course taught me where to source products, how to find them, how to list them, and just get your own product ready to go almost immediately. Well, right now, definitely I've got my product up on Amazon, and my business and my product is actually selling great. It's actually making sales right now and consistently on a daily basis. I would have to say is one of the quickest ways to get sales going as an online business I've ever seen. You definitely do not have to wait several months for, let's say, marketing to come in, and you could be making sales almost the first day. Not a lot of sales, but after time, right now I'm making consistent sales on a daily basis. My product is ranked really well on Amazon, and it's moving up the rankings as we speak. And currently, definitely my income is way better than it was before. And it's substantially better than my 9 to 5 job, which is the whole reason I got into this. And the amount of time it takes for me to do all this work on a weekly basis is significantly lowered. In order to maintain my sales and my success, I probably only need to work a few hours a week, but most of my time is spent growing my business, of course, and that is where you take most of the time. Well, this course is definitely great for anybody who wants to start their own business and who's in the online world, who wants to have a better lifestyle and wants to just, take control of their lives. I couldn't have done it without the people in the course, the creators behind it, and other friends. It's definitely really easy to follow, and mainly it's actually one of the only courses that teaches this right now. And there's like a whole lot of junk on the internet or in the bookstores that teaches you how to become a successful millionaire overnight. This one teaches you how to do it methodically in a real environment it's really no gimmicks or no hype. And it teaches you that you need to take things step by step, but it's actually very, very realistic, and just about anyone can do it if you take the time and be disciplined with it.